Good evening, everyone. We're coming in live from the second floor of Pioneer Street Market, also known as PSM, located inside HMR parking compound along Reliance Street from the city of Mandaluyong, and we are just across TV5. You're joining me for a Thursday Coaching for the Soul, brought to you by Decaf Coffee Republic. We exist only for two things: to inspire people and help transform lives. And one of the things that we allow these inspirations to flow from our hearts to your heart is through coaching sessions that I do every Tuesday and every Thursday. You're joining me for Coaching for the Soul Thursday, and every Thursday I speak of things that refreshes your soul, so reigniting your soul that you can start living beautifully and start breathing again. For tonight, I'm going to be talking about your hidden self. So if you believe that this connects with you and it's going to be helpful to people you love, people you know, tonight I want you to discover, I want you to start getting in touch again with your true self, with the self that you know. Most probably people don't know, but you know. So I'm not sure if you are familiar, if you have heard, or you can still remember Johari's window. All right? So who among you could remember that when we were young, when we were kids, okay? In school, normally in mga team building, they will ask us to do the Johari's window, especially during retreats. Who can relate with that? If you can relate, okay, type and say relate, coach. All right? Can you relate? So how many windows do we have in Johari's window? 4. All right, the first window is the known self. The known self is you know and others know. All right? And then, so if you could, I could just paint the picture to you. If you are looking at the Johari's window, this is the quadrant, okay, that you know and people know. And in this quadrant, there are the things that you don't know, but people know. And what is that quadrant? Can you remember? How do you call that? That is your blind spot. That is your blind spot. It was called a different thing before, okay? And it is progress in our time. It was called the blind spot. The spot that people would say, you're like that, but you're not like that. Okay? You keep saying, no, I'm not. And they keep saying you are. All right? So that is the blind spot. And then, in this side, all right, of the quadrant, you've got a self that you know and people don't know. That's your hidden self. And then, there's the fourth quadrant that you don't know and they don't know. That is the unknown. So I'm not going to the unknown, I'm just going to the hidden self, all right? That's the self that supposedly you know and others don't know. All right, so this is Coach A. I'm a certified life coach. Okay, what I do as a life coach, I empower people to be mentally fit so you can live beautifully and stay alive. I empower people with special needs relating to mental wellness to be functional, to be courageous enough to stay alive and still do the things that they wanted to do, and for them to still dream, have a vision, and still achieve the goals in life. So if you, your family members, the people you know in any of these days believes that you need a professional help relating to making your life beautiful, allowing yourself to be mentally sound, then I am a certified life coach together with the rest of over 30 people in the house, okay, in our family who are also certified life coaches. So if you need help, just get in touch with us. All right, so also, before I forget, okay, I want to say thank you to my son and to all the people who prepared for this. Thank you, everyone, for the beautiful flowers. It's Mother's Day on Sunday. I'm not going to be live on Sunday. So, to all the mothers out there, Happy Mother's Day, okay? They say that we do the most incredible job of doing a 24-hour jobs with no pay, no rest, no bonus, no recognitions, no nothing at all. But you know what, mothers? Okay, within us is also the great opportunity of raising great people in this world. So that's more than enough as a reward to everything that we do. All right, we don't even have to hear that recognitions. We don't even have to hear that great job, mom, you've done it. sometimes they forget to tell us they love us, diba? Lalo na pag may girlfriend na sila, pag may boyfriend na sila, they don't tell us that. But take a moment, okay? It took me also a long time to develop that in our family. We were not expressive, but on my 30s, we start doing that. And it feels great, okay? So if you're not saying, I love you to your moms or to your parents, start doing that. And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day on Sunday. Enjoy. It has nothing to do with the food. It has nothing to do if you're going out for a treat, but it has something for you to do. Really celebrating one day in the whole world, okay, in the whole time in the universe that you can say it's great to be a mom. Okay, who are the moms in the house? Can we just give all the moms, all right, an honor? Okay, so sometimes the most expressive people whom we expect them to be expressive on a Mother's Day, hindi sila expressive, di ba? But gratefully to all the mothers, kahit hindi mo ma-receive yung expressions na yan, know that you are valued and you are loved. How do you know? Pag nangailangan sila, ikaw ang una nilang tatawagan. So that's enough for us to know, di ba? Lahat yan. Pag kami kailangan yan, ikaw ang unang tatawagan. That's more than enough as an assurance that you are valued, you are loved, and they know your value. Alright? So I'm moving on to my topic for tonight. And my questions to all of you, okay, guests on floor. Okay. Most of the time, you have encountered maybe 1,000 times these questions. Alright? Who are you? How many times you've heard these questions, even when we're growing up? Who are you? Okay, have you heard that question? Hey, have you heard that questions? Yes. Okay. If you've heard that questions, in the workplace, it might mean your job, your title, the things that you do. If it goes with your family, it means what? If you're a mom, if you're a sister, if you're a sibling, and everything, right? Your role. So, but really, who are you? And we are quiet. Okay, so can we try to answer that question now? Would you like to answer that question now? Let me think. Okay, now, let's do a little game. Okay, let's do some games. Yeah, all right. Introduce yourself. Okay, normally for all, by the way, the sounds that you hear are not canned sounds. Okay, I have people, beautiful people on floor. Hindi po ako mag-isa. Yan, totoo po yan. Oh, it's really live and there is no sound effects for the people watching on a replay on YouTube. Okay, so I have a YouTube channel, so you start subscribing. We're putting a lot of contents in there. So this is live, and I believe until at this moment, and I think for another year, I'm not gonna do this as a can or pre-video or pre-tape because I really value the reactions of people. Well, it's gonna be sometimes very nakaka-tense, alam niyo yon, if you start seeing the reactions of people. But you see, that is the most human experience. I've been doing this coaching talk for over a year, and I do this twice a week. And this is the most rewarding experience I had this is my 3rd decades in the industry, because it came face to face with people. So all of you who's watching out there online, for those of you who's going to be watching replay, in one of these days, it's going to be great if you join us on floor and meet the beautiful people who is making my every Tuesday and Thursday beautiful as well. All right, we're going to do some games. So I don't know if you're there at kung may kasama po kayo, let's do this, okay? And kung wala po kayong kasama, type in there, okay? Now, introduce yourself. We've done it. So normally I would start with an introductions and a question. Now this time, guys, okay, let's do this. Okay, introduce yourself with a relative adjective. A what? Okay, so sabi ko na sa inyo eh. O, kalba. Okay. Okay, what's a relative adjective? A relative adjective is an adjective that, sounds like the first or the last sound of your name. So assuming it can be Hungry Tommy, all right? Okay, it's amazing Adet or something like that, but I'm more of a passionate Adet. So can we do that? From my left. Relative adjective. You are what, Philip? Come on now.
Philip, you need an adjective.
Yeah, just one adjective. Relative adjective.
Loving.
Loving, Philip. All right. Tin. So, bitchy. And it surprised you. Okay. No, she knows that. Okay. Okay. Makulit. Okay. So, how do you do that? Makulit. Tuloy mo. Makulit. Makulitsyon. Parang makulit. Parang iba yung makulitsyon, okay? Difficult? Walang masabi? Okay, Coach Candy?
Compassionate candy.
Hindi ka convinced? Okay. Come on now, higher up.
Organized freedom.
Organized Trina. Okay, adorable age. It sounds better and great, right? At the back? What? Beautiful. Bakit ayaw niyo pumayag? Okay. Crazy kami. Enthusiastic teen. Okay. Bumabara. Joyful Joseph. Okay. You have it? Now. Who got it? Rizel, you have something? They don't seem to be agreeing with you. It's gonna be a fun night. All right, Rog? Siya makulit siya. Maganda, di ba? Oh. Ha? Excited, Rog? Hindi siya convinced? Oh, are you gonna answer me or not? Ano? Confused.
Confused now.
We're having a great start in here. Yun na yun. Confused ka. Coach, what do you got there? Shield up. All right. Now, here's the thing. Okay. You feel tense and you've had some difficulty. Okay. And you said like, who am I? Okay. Now, here's the thing. Okay. You can continue with that conversations later on. Authentic conversation. And you really see, who am I? And tell that to the person, who are you? Remember, when you are being asked, when you are being introduced, normally people ask you, what do you do? Right? Right? Okay, you introduce your name. Okay, hi, I'm Atin, hi, I'm Adet. And then the next question of the person would be, what do you do? Okay, so always and forever, okay, I'm not sure with everyone, but I've seen this in the corporate world. This is my third decade. People would ask you, what do you do? All right? So sometimes, there was a time, I got to really a socialite house. It really high power, high caliber family in the Philippines. So I was there. I was invited, and I was there for a reason and a purpose. But at that point in time, I was also on sabbatical leave. So self-leave, as in I really took off from the corporate world because I really wanted to be, really on a rest. And then here's the thing. Okay, the person who invited me in introduced me to the owner of the house. And she was so proud, okay, because during that time, I was like two months, okay, 2 months before that, okay, my title was, okay, the Vice President for Information Technology of the biggest telco in the Philippines, and I was the one who did the Y2K completion project. So 2 months ago, I was really high, okay? So when the invitation was done, I was holding that BP position, all right? Now here comes two months down the road, I still have the invitation, and I needed to come in because the party, not really a party, the gathering is supposed to be for one of another biggest telco projects in the country. So I was invited, and the one who invited me was kind of very proud that, I got somebody here that you need to know. So I was introduced to the person, the host, should I call her the host of the party or the gathering? And I don't know, it's because who among you here have quitted or experienced leaving a job? Leaving a job, yeah. You quit, you resign, you want to be in transition. All right, now, have you experienced that right after that moment that you quit, for a certain season, the kind of look, the kind of dress, the kind of, it changes. Would you, kind of that you just so feeling like, forget the heels, forget the stiletto, you just feel, wow. I don't know about you, but that was my moment. All right, well, I believe I was decently dressed, but I believe I didn't have that really the fiery look, but I just want to be there, and I'm so excited as well for the project. I just want to know. So here's the thing, I was introduced and say, all right, this is a dead, everything, okay? So, but she quit. Okay, she quit the telco and everything, And here's really the fierce question. So what do you do? Oh. Mind you, well, I was still young during the time. Mind you, for a moment, so silent. So silent. I don't know what to answer. And I don't know if you would relate with me, but there are times that we wanted to say who we are, but people ask, what do you do? Who can relate? Okay, here's the thing. Have you checked yourself in the mirror earlier? This morning? Who among you have seen yourself in the mirror? You did? All right. Now, are you familiar with this picture in the internet where you got a kitten? And then the kitten would see a lion? Or the lion and then would see the kitten. Okay. So who among you here are kittens and have seen the lions? Who among you here are lions but have seen the kittens? Okay. Let me give you the answer. So do we know if you're lying or not? Last Tuesday, I talked about lying. Okay? So, the kittens, all right, how do the kittens vote? Okay. Lions! So the way you raise your hands right now said if you're a kitten or a lion. Okay, so who are the lions in the house?
Lion.
Where are the kittens? All right, see, kitten. Okay, so, and confused. You don't know if you are the kitten seeing the lion or the lion seeing a kitten.
In the middle of growth spurt. Confused.
Have you seen how interesting, how confused we can be? And I'm just talking about you. I'm just talking about you. I'm not talking about how they look at you. I'm just talking about you. Remember, in coaching, what we talk about is you. Kayo po yung bida. So there's nothing we can start or begin with in a journey if you don't know who is the bida. And the bida is kayo. Okay? So there's the only difference in this talk, this is a group talk, but again, this is a bida. Kayo pa rin yung bida. That's why I invite people to come here on floor because right after my talk, you would be really surprised that really the juice, diba, the juicy part of the talk or the coaching conversation every Tuesday and Thursday happens after the live portions. Would you agree? Okay, yung mga regular comers and visitors namin dito would really find a juicy portions right after my talk. So it's after the live portions that you're able to watch. All right, now going back, most of the time, people value, we believe, people value what we do than who we are. Okay, there are research, okay, you can check this in with Mr. Google in the internet that there are, have you been to reunions? Who among you been to reunions? Okay, what do they talk about in the reunions? For the singles, you don't like that question, no? May asawa ka na, ilan ang anak mo? Kailan ka magpapakasal? Okay, may boyfriend ka ba? Saan ka nagwo-work? What's your position? Tama? Okay. Diba? Okay, and then, there's such a pressure pag wala kang kotse. Pag wala kang, may bahay ka na ba? Okay. Oh, you're still with your mom? Okay, so what's your plans? Yung mga ganun tanong. Okay, now. They said that in a reunion, okay, based on a study, it's like a Pareto, 80-20. Okay, it's separated by 80 and 20%. The 80% would be the successful people. Successful defines, alright, defined by may bahay, may kotse, may trabaho, may anak, and everything. And normally, they say, well, this is the majority, okay? So if you're not the common, okay, and this is not your case, then you're abnormal, but congratulations that you're not suffering from the common, all right? But I just don't know, okay? So I'm not really sure, but here's the thing, okay? Based on study, in any gathering, okay, especially this is true for reunions, there are going to be separations of an 80 and 20. The 80% will be the loudest. The 80% will be the people who would be keep talking and talking and talking. All right, you hear me out. Hear me out. This is a very interesting research, and when I read this, when I got the research, I love it because it says that the reason why parties are maingay. Have you heard of that? There's a lot of noise in a party, and here's the thing. Do you ever get confused if hindi kayo magkarinigan? It's because maingay yung music. It's because, or 80% are just talking and talking at the top of their voice. Think about it. Right? Okay? So you got the music there. Okay? And then there's a lot of people, the 80% keep talking and talking. Okay. Now, where's the 80%? Where's the 20%? The 20% will be on the side. Okay? So if it's in the beach, will be on the bay side. I would be there. Okay. All right. So if it's in the house, you find me in the kitchen trying to talk to the host. Okay, so what's next? Okay, I would do that. Or you would find me in the garage, okay, looking for people to help, okay, because many of them would be vomiting and the house would already be very messy. So you would find me with the 20%. Okay, so I'm not the 80. So if you are the 20, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Okay, we are the 20 minority. But here's the interesting. All throughout the years, I really feel bad to the point that I don't even want, I'm not really a party goer. I don't know about you. Well, I'm an introvert, so I'm a true blue introvert. So I'm really be better off on my own. So I believe at that point in time, I wanted to be just at home. But I realized there is something in the reunions that doesn't make me feel comfortable. Until I got this research, and actually there is a TED Talk, okay? I'm trying to retrieve that, but there's a TED Talk that I've got it that speaks of this. You know, interesting what they found out? Okay. If you hear the conversations of the 80 who believe they are successful, they are the most unhappy people. Yeah. They are the most unhappy people. Yes. Okay. Mabuhay ang mga 20%.
Walang pakialam sa inyo.
Okay. That 80% are the unhappy people. I'm sorry if you are the 80%, okay? I'm a life coach and not my intention to hurt you, but always my intention is for us to get to understanding of where we are, because as we know where we are, we can start moving from there, all right? Now, many of this is a research that says the 80% would be the noisy one, the 80% would be most are not happy. Why? Because they will keep talking about achievements. Okay, achievements. So where are the 20? The 20% are not really introverts. Not. The 20 people are the successful people. The successful people, all right, based on study, because they have so much achievements in life, they don't even get to flaunt it. They come in, just be there. They come in and they wanted to enjoy the relationships. So they don't really mind telling you what I do, and they just come in and enjoy. Where's everybody? I want relationship. So they come in and they might be very quiet, they might be on the side, but they're very, very satisfied and fulfilled. They ask the people, normally they said these are the artists, these are the people who cannot share to the world. They don't have a trophy career. All right, so maybe they are an artist, maybe a singer, maybe a writer, but not really those who have changed the whole world in their perspective, because the people who would be talking will be the vice president, sales, and everything. So can you relate? And we are quiet. Can you relate with that? Okay, so now, going back, the point here is, do you really understand who you are? Do you really know that hidden self? Okay. That comes out, okay, on the most uncomfortable times or in the most comfortable times. Okay? Because there are a lot of models that have talked about who you are, like strength finders, ang dami niyan, di ba? Iba sa office, there are personality and everything. And we were made to believe that we act in a certain manner because of our personalities. And I have high respect for that if you believe in personalities. But you know, more than the personality is really the self that you know. You know the self. And comes out in the most uncontrollable situation. Either you're happy, you're sad, you're in control, or you're out of control. Remember that when you are in control, you're also out of control. Let me repeat that. When you are in control, you're also out of control. Why? Because when you're in control, everything that you put holds in the control, that things are already out of control. So, when you believe you are in perfect control, that's not control. You are already out of control. Let it sink a bit. You agree with me? Thank you so much. All right. So now, think for a moment, who is that self? Who is that self? So can you talk to yourself and say, hey, who are you? Who is that self? Many times you put all that mask, and who do you kill in the process of putting the mask? Sean, you talk about the mask. Huh? One of Sean's is talking about the mask. Why do you put up the mask? Why do people put the mask, Sean? Coach Sean? To please someone. Okay, does it make you happy when you please someone? No, right? Okay, so within you, the hidden self does not really goes out. Hidden nga kasi, nakatago. Alam mo yung hidden? Nakatago. So it is not the kind of personality that you are so beautifully and so proud to display. Remember, it's hidden. This is not the known and the hidden. So what happened with that hidden self? It is released through energy. It's an energy, meaning what happens, do you know energy? You don't see energy, right? What happens to energy? You feel the energy. So these are energies that you feel, okay? So if you have other terms about it, but that's being called as an energy, okay, this is from a UK, full circulated, .co.uk. You can find this, okay? So full circle, www.full, as in full, circle, td.co.uk. I will also post this in the video right after this talk so you can find it, okay? So this is, they call it Insights Discovery Color Energy. Okay, so are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I always say this as a disclaimer. I am not a medical practitioner. I am not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. But I always give you my talks based on clinical and scientific research, so we know that whatever we talk about is just not my opinion. And then at the middle of the talk, I would come in and dive in as a life coach and give you my 2 cents worth of coaching, okay, that you may understand why we do what we do, okay? And here's one thing that's really beautiful. It says that, okay, if you're there, you can check. Okay, we can dive in this together. So www.fullcircletd.co.uk. That's Full Circle Training and Development Ltd. All right, so it says there, Dr. Carl G. Jung said, every advance, every conceptual achievement of mankind has been connected with an advance in self-awareness. So, there is no advancement if we could not advance in self-awareness. Okay, so if you're there, you can read with me, you can go through with me, so you get to understand what we're talking about. Okay, so let's talk of the first energy, and it says the first energy is the fiery red. Fiery red. Let me run through the fiery reds. Where are the fiery reds in the house? Who are you, fiery reds? Okay. Fiery reds, okay, brings out the energy of, okay, what are the energies of the red? Positive, affirmative, boldness, assertive, competitive, decisive, strong-willed. Here's the thing, demanding, and task and goal focus. Let me read again. So now you're changing your colors. Okay, I'm reading exactly, okay, as it is said. I'm not yet talking to you as a life coach. I'm reading as it is, okay? So you can find the research, okay? Positive, affirmative, bold, assertive, competitive, decisive, strong-willed, demanding, which you don't like to hear, but it's written here, and task and goal focus. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, wala talagang piliin, no? Okay, so if you have a preference for fiery red energy, you can become completely committed to an idea, but discard it within a few weeks if you loses the excitement. I'm just reading it. Let me repeat it again. If you have the preference, okay, for the fiery red energy, you can become completely committed to an idea, all right, but discard it within a few weeks if you loses its excitement.
Mabilis magsawa.
Okay. You may therefore appear to others as, here's the thing, the bad side, okay? Because that's who you are, that's the energy. Remember, that's who you are, okay? And it's only the energy. You don't tell people, wow, no. You don't, I don't like it anymore, okay? Because you don't tell people that you already lose the excitement, but you don't like it anymore, this is how they look at you. Okay? You appear to them now as shallow, impractical, unrealistic at times of difficulty. Wow. Your optimism, you're able to get it? Okay. Your optimism can mean that you will be prone to, I'm reading it, disclaimer, you will be prone to denial at times. I'm reading it. Now, do you want to be the red? Typically, you are concerned. Okay, don't worry. Okay, if you want the whole thing, I will write together with the replay. Usually we would recaption this. I will put as a comment the link so you can read and you can understand that I am starting off with the research. Okay, mamaya pa ako papasok. Wala pa po si Coach A. I am just reading this and I'm so excited to share this with you because it makes me so happy as well. Okay, I hope you're being happy as well and having a joyful night with me. Okay, so typically, okay, I'm not yet finished. Typically, you are concerned primarily with action. Huh? Wonderful. You deal quickly with the present situation and appear to have little concern for the past. Oh, beautiful. Your response as efficient, effective, and focused. You know what you want and where you are going. But here's the thing. You are also impatient with delays. So, buti na lang masarap yung sausage, ano? Kasi parang pugato. Okay, now, here's the thing, Coach Philip. You may show less concern for the feelings of others or for personal relationships. Others may see your action as hard or critical because you limit the attention you pay to relationships simply because you are goal-oriented. Now, here's the thing. Listen up, red people. You will love this. You seek power and control over situations. Wow. Super, sabi niya, super. People using their fiery red color energy are extrovert and high energy. You are action-oriented and always in motion. Remember, this is your true self. This is your hidden self. People may not see this, but this is the energy that you are releasing. So don't say, hindi ako yan, because I'm asking if this is you. Ikaw lang to. Huwag mo sabihin sa katabi mo, ha? Okay, now. You are positive, reality-oriented, and assertive. You are single-minded as you focus on results and objectives. You may well approach others in a direct, authoritative manner, Radiating a desire for assertive and control. Sabi nila, one of the best example of this, if you are husband and wife, and then the husband is driving, the wife is not driving on the passenger seat, but it's as if it's the wife driving. Then you are a red. Stop! Go! Let! Okay. So as if you are... Okay, a human GPS, okay, with an activated voice. All right? There are people like that. And some people would be on the back seat. Okay, so you're driving and go! Okay, 5 to, okay, go, Ray. I'm driving. Are you the Waze? Hello, Waze. All right. Can you connect? Can you connect? Okay. Your opposites. What is your opposite? This is the personality type that you have most difficulty communicating with. Selling to, motivating, and generally building relationship. You may see this person as blunt, docile, plodding, radiant, and reliant, and stubborn. Ayaw na ayaw mo tong taong to. Who are the reds? Okay, you don't like the greens. Where are the greens? Yan, yan ang mga kaaway nyo. Meet you. You don't like them. Oh. Okay. Let me just go through the introductions of all the color energy, so you get to understand where you are, and then later on, I'll come in with the do's, the don'ts, and how to leverage with these color energies. All right, let me speak with the yellow. Sunshine yellow? Yes. Sunshine yellows. You are social, dynamic, demonstrative, expressive, and creative. This is the energy that you are releasing to other people. Wow.
Mga nanggugulo.
Okay. Mga nanggugulo. Okay. Now, we talk about, earlier we talk about, what I am more talking to you is the positive side, all right? Now, later on, I will dive in and show also the bad day of these energies. Are you ready? Okay, be ready. So, dun muna tayo sa positive energies. Yellows. Where are the yellow people in the house? Okay. People with a high level of sunshine energy may spend their efforts racing towards their dreams for the future. You build the possibilities of tomorrow. You will often move from one idea or activity to the another, impatient to find the vision of the moment. Binabasa ko lang. Coach, di ba? Your behavior can be fun, and others can caught up with this because you focus your attention upon the future and often intuitive visions. You may be perceived by others as more imaginative and creative than the other colors. Oh. Ito mga vision eh, di ba? Oh, bakit ba? Basta ito gusto ko. You can become, here's the thing, you can become completely committed to an idea and discard it within a few weeks if you loses the excitement, because to you, here's the thing, alam mo sa kanya, it may appear shallow and unpractical already, okay? Your optimism can mean that you will be prone to denials at times. Para kang si yellow, si red. Kaya nga hindi kayo magkaaway. Okay? Now, here's the thing. People with strong sunshine color energy preference are strong, extroverted, strong, radiant, and friendly. You are usually positive and concerned with the good human relations. You enjoy the company of others and believe that life should be fun. You approach others in a persuasive but democratic manner, radiating a desire for sociability. Would you guess your opposite color? This personality type may have most difficulty communicating, selling, motivating people. You see this person as stuffy, indecisive, suspicious, cold, and reserved. You are in direct opposite with the blue. Where are the blues? Okay, yan ang direct opposites mo. Okay? So somehow if you could find there's a distinctions commonality between the red energy and the yellow energy. Okay? Pero ikaw ang kalaban mo, ang direct opposites mo. Remember, again, let me remind you, this is not personality, this is the hidden persons within you. Okay? And we're talking about the energy that you release in the air. The energy that you release when you communicate. The energy that you release when you deal with people. Ito ka. So, wag mo sabihin, hindi ako yan, kasi ikaw nga ang kausap ko. Okay? So, mamili ka kung sino ka. Okay, cool blue. Where are the cool blues?
Dami.
Okay. The house right now is predominantly blue people. Here you are. You show no bias. You're very objective, detached, cautious, analytical, precise, analytical, precise, questioning, and formal.
Ay, oo nga, friend. Oo nga.
Questioning and formal. You question things. People with high level of cool blue, kala nyo cool cool blue energy tend to live their lives according to the principles, facts, and logic they find in reality. Okay, grounded. You often like to, okay, this is what you like to do. Analyze all the possibilities to ensure analysis paralysis, people. Okay? You often like to analyze all the possibilities to ensure you will avoid making an illogical or ill-informed judgment. You are a planner, organizer, administrator, and academic with the ability to work out tasks systematically from start to finish. Ito mga kailangan natin.
Kailangan ng mga yellow yan.
Ay, eto na, sandali.
Puro vision na.
Wait lang, may karugtong. Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
As a result of your thoroughness, you are often, eto naman ang katapat, reluctant to make or express decisions quickly. Awat. Yes, blue? Mga director naming blue? Here's the thing. Eto, another, blue. Rise up, blue. I'm not sure if you will like what I'm gonna say, okay?
Oh no. Guys, hinga na, hinga.
Facts, logic, principles can appear important than personal friendships or personal gratification for you. Agree? Yeah. Huh? Lang kaibigan dito. Mali ka. Ayoko. Binabasa ko lang po talaga to. Ang ganda, di ba? I love it also. Si Blue, grabe ka Blue ah. Okay. Now here's the thing. People with a lot of cool blue energy tend to be introverted and have a desire to know and understand the world around them. You like to think before you act and maintain a detached, and objective standpoint. Tama? Okay, is that you Blue? You value independence and intellect. You often prefer written communication in order to maintain clarity and precision, radiating a desire for analysis. May track, no? You're opposite. Opposite, sunshine yellow. This is the personality that you're having the most difficulty communicating. So blue and yellow.
Basta okay naman. Okay naman tayo, di ba? Okay naman tayo.
Because you see and you find, okay, the yellows to be, yes, excitable, but they are frantic, indiscreet, and over the top and hasty. That's how you find them. At least they find you naman excitable, diba? Pero frantic daw kayo. Now, where are the greens? Hello, greens. Coach Lynn, okay, mukhang blue ako. Blue ka ba, Coach? Okay, maraming blue, Coach. Sana nandito ka. Hello, Coach Lynn. Alright. Earth green, the forestry, okay. You're still, tranquil, calming, suiting, o suiting sharing. Okay, you share yung suitness, di ba? Kalma lang. Uy, ang ganda. Amiable, caring, and encouraging. Go Greens!
Antay lang kayo, antay lang kayo.
Ganda ng pagkakasulat eh. Mag-celebrate ka muna, binaril eh. People.
Ito na.
People with a high level of earth green energy are often concerned with the feelings of and relationships with other people. Tama ba? You are concerned for other people's welfare, can often lend personal warmth to a situation. You can be sensitive to values implicit in people's action and can act as a useful barometer to the ethical consistency of your organization's actions. Oh. Okay, eto na. Are you ready? Yes. People with strong preference for their earth color can be slow or reluctant.
Ang sarap ng tawa ko.
Can be slow or reluctant to, hindi ba ako tapos, to modify. Here's the thing. They are slow or reluctant to modify what? Their personal values despite the apparent logic of an argument or situation. Kilala ko talaga yung green na kaibigan ko
Mga ayaw
to.
patalo.
Mabagal lang.
Mabagal lang. Hindi naman sa ayaw. Mabagal lang.
You may tend to avoid decisions that could involve violation of their values or risking the unknown. Ano?
Mga safe, ano.
Yeah.
Mga places.
Oo, yung mga ganon. Yung kailangan na talagang tumakbo, hindi, baka siya masaktan. I think this is the most joyful coaching for the soul I had. I don't know. Are you enjoying back there? Okay, here. We listen. You focus on values and depth of relationships. Oh, di ba? You want others to be able to rely on you. You will depend what you value with quiet determination and persistence. Oh, talaga. Ganon. You prefer democratic relationships that value individual and are personal in style, radiating a desire for understanding. Oh. Therefore, where are the greens?
Uy, dalawang kulay ka na. Nagbago na siya bigla.
Nagbago. Your opposite. The red. This is the personality that you may have the most difficulty communicating with, selling to, motivating, and generally building relationship with. Because you may see this person as aggressive, controlling, driving, overbearing, and intolerant. Yes! Si OM.
Grabe baka
So in that table, you've got the red and the green. Beautiful size.
Mas magkatabi pa sila, di ba? Oh, ganda eh.
You can see that in the organization. And then we have the blue. And now, ano ka na? You are confused? Clint. You can only you can only exude one strong you. You have really something strong that always exudes. Okay. Now here's the thing. Now, are you a red, a yellow, a green, a blue? Tell that to the person next to you. Oh, here's the thing. The way you responded to my instructions will confirm who you are. The red just said, red. Let's get done over this. The blue, still thinking what I have said. The yellow are now talking and said, ba tapos na? Nagkukwento pa ako eh. Oh, pumaporma pa ako eh. And the green are just patiently, okay, ano nga ba?
Ano na next? Ano na next? Ano na next? Baka naliligaw.
Okay, how are you enjoying so far? All right, so okay, sugar. More sugar. Okay, now here's the thing. Let me recap that. You see, on your positive day or in a bad or your good days, shall we say it during your good days, okay, great days ahead. For the red, okay, you will exude a very competitive, demanding, determined, strong-willed, and purposeful energy. All right, so it's the go-go. That's on good days. Good days, which is really great, right? If you've got somebody in the team who's like competitive, demanding, let's finish this, let's get this done, all right? And, okay, whatever, let's do it. Strong-willed, purposeful, determined. You love it, right? You love it, you love it. Now, here's the thing. What about on the bad days? Would you like to see what is a bad day for a red person? Think about it. Energies are energies, right? Because this is your energy, this is your hidden self, left unchecked, listen up, okay, you can be overusing it. For the red people, during your bad days, when I say bad days, it's not you being bad, but on the days that you are overusing your energy. Do you feel that there are times that you cannot just, it's just me, okay? I was like that last Tuesday. I was just saying, it's just me, okay? So don't mind me, it's just being me for today. All right, now, red. If you are red, this is what happens on your bad day. You are very aggressive. You are very controlling. You are very driving, overbearing, and intolerant. You release that energy to other people, can you imagine what will happen to our relationship? Think about for a moment. What will happen? Not really great, isn't it? Not really great. Hindi, walang depende yan. Hindi talaga maganda, di ba? Yeah? You're coming in too strong for people on a good days, that's okay. But sometimes you can be very aggressive. And you can be intolerant. That people will just, Lou, what's up? Diba? It's either you come in so forward because you're aggressive, or you're being intolerant and say, forget about you. I don't care. You're the red. It's either you control or you drive people crazy. That's the red on your bad days. So now the thing is, you understanding this. Remember, it's you. Nobody can guard you. Nobody can tap you. And hey. Diba? Your energy is not really great. Okay? Because people will just see, sama ng ugali. Remember that? Okay, think about it for a moment. Hear me out for a moment. Have you experienced a moment when there are people that you normally and usually go along with, and all of a sudden, for a certain particular day, you just like don't feel talking to this person? It's just like, man, what's wrong with you? You feel that? There are times that I couldn't figure it out. You couldn't figure it out. It's just that not the day for you to talk. But in other days, you're okay. So it is possible that is the day that you are releasing an overuse, should I use it, an overuse energy. Nasobrahan. Okay? Overuse yung energy mo, and this is what's happening. Now, here's the thing. Let's go for the yellow. Yellow, you're sociable, you're dynamic, you're demonstrative, you're enthusiastic, You are persuasive, beautiful sunshine. Right? Beautiful sunshine. What happened?
Nagiging cloudy, ganun. Nagiging darkness.
You overuse the energy, you know what happened? Excitable. Very excited ka. Excitable. Parang kasi hindi mo maganda naman yung excited? Okay. You know, if you look at energy, even for myself, I'm a leader, I'm a coach. Okay, normally, I don't really dive into excitements. Because the more excited the team players, super excited, that's gonna be a lot of trouble towards the middle. Because excitement dies down. It will die down. So the higher the excitement, the higher the energy you need to sustain the excitement. Yeah. You get very excited people, tell me how to motivate them, how to keep them motivated, how to keep them going, because they are very excited. Now what happened? The excitements die, you die. Together with the excitement. Yeah.
Yun na lang yung reply ko.
Okay, you can be frantic, you can be indiscreet, okay? Kasi nga very excited di ba? Kung ano nung sinasabi. You can be flamboyant and you can be very hasty. Agad-agad. Kasi masaya siya. Akala lang niya yun. Pero so much energy for the day. Kaya pala ganon. Okay. Bibo lang. Naka-chocolate.
Wala pang chocolate. Chocolate yun eh.
Okay. Green, let me talk to you. You're very caring, encouraging, sharing, patient, relaxed. This is really wonderful of you, Greens. However, if you pull off,
Pala yun si Coach. Pala yun siya.
bakit parang ano ba to? May nararamdaman ba kayong kakaiba? Ano nangyari, Coach? Bakit lumalayo kayo dyan? Si Coach ano din eh.
Si Joseph din eh, parang patos ng patos eh. O, di ba si Sean din?
Oo, lumalayo. Bakit kayo lumalayo? Oh! The blue energy is coming to form. All right. So what happened on your bodies? What happened when you are putting off a lot of that energy? You know what happened? You become too docile. You know what's being docile? What's that? Ha? So, ano, sige, Miss, ang ganda nung sinabi ni Coach Tin. Ano yung Coach Tin? Super masunurin. Parang uto-uto. Ganda ng pagkakasabi ni Coach. Alam mo, hindi ko alam sabihin yun eh. Sinabi niya, buti na lang, thank you, Coach. Hindi ko talaga alam sabihin eh. You can be, okay, pwede kang super docile. You can be masunurin, parang uto-uto, parang lang, sige lang, go na. But you can also be very blunt. Bad days nga, bad days. Baka good day niya ngayon. Oo, bad days na. Oo, bad days. Okay. So, you're looking at, remember, when I say bad days, I'm looking at, we're sharing here, bad days meaning you are overusing the energy. Bad days siya, kasi pangit na ilalabas eh. Abuse, sobra. Okay? So, dahil nga sobrang cool na cool ka lang, kung ano yung sinabi, okay lang yan. Oo. Ano nangyayari, Coach? Ano nangyayari, Coach Candy, pagka ganon? Oo. Now, they also say that there are at your, okay, tangkita ko to no sa isang green na kasama ko dito eh. Tawang-tawa ako nung nabasa ko talaga to. She can be, she talaga, hindi, di ba?
Naka-target na eh, no?
Alam niyo kung ano yon? She can be plodding. It means slow moving and unexciting. Ganun lang. Slow move, unexciting, and at times, okay, the person can be very thorough, hardworking, but lacking imagination or intelligence.
Grabe. Ang harsh, coach. Ang harsh.
Binabasa ko lang. Wala pang quotes dito.
Ang harsh. Iba naman yung intelligence walang pakialam. Magkaiba naman yung...
At meron po talagang commotion sa table. Hindi ko po alam kung ano pong nangyayari. Lumalabas ang hidden self. I'm loving this talk. Lumalabas, sabi ko nga hidden self, pero labas na labas po, so hindi ko alam. Parang hindi Okay. For the green, trust me, I have a very close encounter with the green. Man, this is real. Here's the thing. On
Coach, nakusandan na din si yung mga blue talaga kung saan na pupunta, kumakalat yung mga blue eh.
Kita nyo, sabi ko sa inyo that's exactly what the model says. You do this very well. Lahat ng hidden self mapapalabas mo. So I'm doing a great job and so happy with you, all of you. This is the first time I've done this, but for you watching online, okay, this is very beautiful. So if you want to do this in your organizations, in your family, go in touch with me. This is beautiful. You will enjoy this. All right, here's the two things for the super green energy. And it would always be my problem with the person. Okay, at the height of super green energy, she can be very reliant, or the person can be very reliant. You think it's gonna good, right? It's great. Reliant, right? What does it mean to be reliant? You can depend on that person, right? But here's the thing. That person can also be, at that point in time, very stubborn. Why? Because you rely on that person, right? The person holds on to it and says, I needed to hold on to this for me to be reliant. Tama ba?
Combination.
Now here's the thing. For those of you who have taken the Gallup Strength Finder, this is the reason why you might have in your teams the belief. Most probably you will have the belief team. Oo, palayo sila. O, tingnan mo natitira yung mga yellow.
Mga yellow.
Nakaupo.
Yellow. Babe.
Asan na yung mga red? Tingnan nyo.
Babe, nandun din.
Aggressive eh.
Nakatingin lang yung mga...
Now, can I talk to the blue? Majority in the house. Mga nawawala ng blue. Alright. You see, on your best days, okay, we are so happy that you are cautious, you are very precise, you are deliberate, you are questioning, you are formal. However, cool blue, you can be very stuffy at times at your high energy. Dami yung stuff, dami nilalagay, ang dami pinapasok dun sa equation because you are starting to be indecisive. Because you're starting to be suspicious, you can be cold and you can be reserved when you give so much of that energy. Tama ba? Blue people, would you agree? Energy blue? Yeah. Sabi niya, yes. Tama ba? Okay. Because since you wanted so much of the analytical, the thinking, the being so sure about it, you started to stuff a lot of things into it, and now because there's so much into it, you started become undecisive. You wanted to decide, but you cannot, okay? Because now suspicious would come in, and because you're still thinking, you started feeling that you are being cold now, and now you're being reserved. But the truth of the matter, you are just putting out so much of that energy thinking. Gusto lang yung mag-isip, bakit ba? Gusto lang mag-evaluate. Ano, blue ka pa rin ba? So, may mga pag-uusap ba tayo dyan on the corner? Okay, so, can we get some, okay? Okay, now, coming in live, Coach A coming in, okay. I'm sure you have heard, remember these are energies that you normally encounter with people, okay. So, you cannot come cross and tell the person, ay, blue ka, red ka. Now, I've got a very healthy team. That's why the people on floor would, honestly would just say, I'm this, okay? But in a normal situation, you really hide this. So give yourself really a good applause. Great one, great one. No, self-discovery is really, really important because you cannot take off if you cannot accept yourself. And that's really the beauty of what we do in this coffee shop, in this family, that we assist you, we help you to come out of your shell, not for us to ridicule while you're seeing us having so much fun. Really, the objective of every talk that we do in the house is really for you to have that self-discovery, that self-awareness. At least you also understand how your mind processes thoughts. Okay, why do you do the things that you do? And if you start realizing the things that hinders you, cripples you, disables you, then you can start taking action. Now, if you feel in any way after the talk, you need professional help to process this. If you need something, you're like, Coach, parang I feel confused now and everything now. I'll tell you, these are energies. Nobody questions that. Nobody questions you. Nobody tells you it's wrong, it's right. I don't want you to look into mali ba to, tama ba to? Because if you notice, there are so great things about your color energy. But really the thing is, when you abuse the use of it, which is, I believe, common to everything, if you abuse the use of any good or great things, that will lead you to disaster. All right, now, here's the thing. If you come across with energies that I've shared with you, okay, these are some of the practical insights or advice. Are you ready? Okay, now, let's start with the cool blue. Okay. In case you encounter the cool blue, okay, remember the cool blue are order and they follow process. They go for efficiency and expertise. They uses reasons and they respect consistency. Agree, blue? Is that your energy? Thank you for being honest, because by being honest, you allow us to understand the energy of people that we... I read something and says, hindi naman energy ang tawag dyan. Ganito na lang po, kahit po anong tawag ang gusto ninyo, but we're talking about the thing that you get to receive from the other person that you cannot explain. Okay, that's why we're calling it. And the research called it energy. Yun eh, di ba? You can see now. When dealing with the person with this energy, okay, kung na-sense nyo na ito po yung kadil ninyo, it is best that you are prepared, well prepared. Because these people love order. They love that you put things neatly in writing. Provide as much details as possible if you want them to say yes to you. And if you want them to value you, give them time to think. Okay? So, if you come across with blue people, don't pressure them to make a decision now because they need time to think. Okay, what you should not be doing with the blue. Are you ready? With the blue, if you are receiving an energy that is blue, you're believing blue to, this is a blue, hey, please, don't be over-emotional. Don't be emotional with them. They're just thinking. They're just being reasonable. So don't say, oh, it doesn't value me. Hey, it's just thinking. Be casual with important issues. Because sometimes it is important to you, but the blue energy may find it that important. So just be casual with it. Keep changing things without... Don't keep changing things without good reason. They will not like it. They love consistency. So yung palit ka ng palit, ayaw nila yan. And don't be preoccupy yourself with your own thoughts. because they don't like to see that you are just so concerned about yourself. Remember, they're analytical. Don't be over-emotional. Don't be casual with important issues. Para mong feeling mo wala lang, pero meron sa kanila. Keep changing. Don't keep changing things without good reason. Ang sagot mo lang, wala, gusto ko lang. Bakit mo pinapalitan, right? And don't preoccupy yourself with your own thoughts. Would you like to spot a blue energy? Okay, tip. If you want to spot a blue energy outside the room, okay, kung wala kami dito like you, if you go out there, go back to your offices, you want to spot the blue energy, look at the way a person's desk is managed. The tone in their email, their conversations. Are they firm? Very formal? Hardly ever jokes unless it's necessary. Often, his or her table is neatly packed with no stickers floating around. Very monotone and not spontaneous at all. Their next text may not contain emojis. They're very direct. They're very upfront. They get the matter done, actually. That's the blue people. Blue, is that you? Help us. Is that who you are? They're very beautiful people. Yeah. But be sure, if you cut cross with the blue people, you are also gonna be very straight, and you will be very analytical, and you will be in order because they don't like disorder. Palit ka ng palit, ang gulo ah. Color energy, red. Let's talk about the red. Okay. Remember the blue? You think the blue is calm? You know, the blue are really, motivation. I think commitment is very important to blue people. Yes, coach. Agree, yeah? Yep. Yeah. Blue? Blue people blue is actually the color of motivation. Yeah. When you get the blue energy in the room, you get really the motivation energy in there. And they're very committed. They're very committed. And they process things. They'll see it through. So, nagtataka ko kung blue ka talaga, friend. Pero okay na ako. I'll go to the red. Nakikialam ako eh. Hidden nga eh. Okay, together with the blue is the energy of another energy on motivation is the red. So blue and red, okay, pareho kayo motivation. Buy solutions. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay. By solutions, rapid progress and improve outcomes. That is your energy motivations. I mean, you get motivated by this. Okay? You get motivated by responsibility. You get motivated by results, goals, and a go-getting attitude. That is your motivations for the red. Is that you, red? Now, let's do the do's. Well, how do you deal with the red people? Be direct to the point. Focus on results and objectives. Be confident and assertive. Try to match their face. Face meaning, kung mabilis sila, dapat mabilis ka din.
Face yung ginawa kay mukha eh.
You know what you should not be doing?
Face kasi yung face is yung ano eh. Gets ko naman, coach. Gets ko.
Okay, don't. What are your don'ts with the red energy? Don't hesitate or waste time with them. Don't focus on feelings. And here's the thing. Ito ang kalaban na kalaban nila, which you will not like. Don't try to take over. The moment they feel that you're taking over, that's it. You get the worst of the red people.
Paano kayo mag-drive?
Take over. So there's a situation because the red energy is controlling. So the moment the red feels that you are taking control, it will burst out and you will see the worst of the energy. Ayoko na maging red, sabi ng mga red. Now, the tip. Okay, come on. Listen up. You cut cross with the red people. Here's what you do. Remember that the energy is very direct and firm. So here's the thing. How do you deal with the red? Be direct, be firm as well. You stick to the point. This is my point. Red energies do not like repeating themselves. So be sure you pay attention and listen to them carefully because they will not hesitate to tell you that you missed a point. You have to be very confident when you deal with them. Sabi nila, if you have a boss or colleague whom you think expresses more of this energy, do not go into the space doubting yourself. Whenever you talk with the red energy people, be firm and be sure you have a valid questions for them. Otherwise, they will not have the patience to speak with you. Sunshine yellow. Finally, a color. Okay? That really, okay? They say it's an energy color. Yellow energies are more about recognition. You are driven by shared vision, interest, social affinity. Your motivation is the energy, the love for freedom and flexibility on it. That's the yellow people. You want to collaborate, yes, and you want to cooperate, yes. You are very creative, or you are the creatives, them all. Okay, so you can create out of the people you work with. Now, when dealing with this energy, what are the do's? Very simple because they're putting up this very friendly, sunshine personality. You simply got to be very friendly, very entertaining and stimulating. Be open and flexible. Seriously, the yellow people wants to talk with people na very flexible. Ayaw nila na mga fixed-minded. Ayaw nila yon. Be interested in them and be upbeat and enthusiastic. Be attentive and complimentary because the yellow people, the yellow energy wants the recognition. Now, what you shouldn't? Hidden nga yan eh. Okay, the don'ts. Okay, normal to say yellow. Don't bore them with details. They don't like it. That's why the yellow people are having difficulty with a lot of details. And if you can say a lot of things, they said, "What do you want?" Okay, and you're starting to see that they're losing the patience and parang hindi na sila masaya. Silaw confused, no? Ano ba talagang kulay nito silaw? Okay, time. Okay. What the yellow people don't like, they don't like that you tie them down to routines. They don't like routines.
Okay, guilty ako doon.
And they also don't like to work alone. They will tell you, let me work on it. But if they work alone, they will not like it because wala silang kausap. At wala silang ka-share. Okay lang ba, Coach?
Kaya pa, Coach. Kaya pa.
Tamang-tama ba?
Familiar.
Familiar ba? Okay, and finally, for the red, don't ever exclude them. They don't like it. They will feel it. Don't. Now, tip. How to spot a yellow energy from afar? You can easily spot the one that brings sunshine to a party. The boss with a loud chuckle, who loves jokes, who tells, they're very upbeat. Okay, when getting into the meeting, you definitely will get to notice the yellow people. When they send you an emails or SMS, when they comments or likes your Facebook posting, it would always have a lot of emojis and extra punctuations than necessary.
Masing ko yun,
They are the people who have so much to tell about their weekends during Monday mornings. And their desks usually contain colorful stickers, notes, pictures of family, friends, animals, and there's so much that you cannot kind of confused if this is a desk, a working table, a decorative area, and
Hirap pag nakasama mo sa trabaho. Alam na alam eh. Kita-kita eh.
okay. The green people, the green energy, okay, they say that the green people are like the Mother Teresa for warmth and kindness. Uy, give them ano, parang ayaw nyo. The green people is driven by goodwill and being genuine. They're very true people. Reflections and regularity are also a key. Earth green energy is motivated by organizational and personal synergy and sense of fairness. So do be patient with them and supportive of them. Here's the thing lang, you have to slow down and work at their pace, at their own tempo, and you just have to ask their opinion and allow them really a time to answer because they can answer long. The don'ts of the green. Don't take advantage of their good nature. Don't. Don't push them to make quick decisions. They're bad at it. And don't spring or give them last-minute surprises. They cannot handle it. They will be overwhelmed and spoil the party. Be supportive and considerate. Slow down and be patient with someone with this energy. Pinag-aralan ko na talaga to. Sobra. Now, here's the thing. As we talk right now and for the coming days and even as you ponder on this, you will find that maybe you are not actually the scholar that you keep thinking, and it's okay. Maybe you doubt, ko ba talaga to? Because that's how you feel. But you see, it is your hidden self. It is your hidden self. And because it's hidden, many times, the reason why it's hidden is because you don't want them to see it, you don't want people to recognize it, or you just don't want people to have something with it. It's just you. Is it bad? No, it's just you. It's you. So, there is a part of us that, hey, we are entitled for privacy. So, this is your hidden self, and if you're able to identify with it, maybe at some point in time, I said something that you say, ayoko niyan, hindi naman. It's because, again, you're thinking how people will be reacting to you. Remember, this coaching for the soul is for you. I wanted you to understand what are the energies that 99.9% you're giving up, left unchecked, left uncontrolled, and overly used will cost you some danger, cost you some problem, cost and bring you some challenges because you don't know it. So, my take, my advice, my coaching thoughts for tonight would be, as an advice, advice mo na, let me just go to the advice. Don't beat yourself. That's an advice. Okay, don't beat yourself. Okay, coaches don't give advice, but take it as an advice, personal advice from me. Don't beat yourself. Many times you beat yourself. That's why when you start seeing the true you, you start having personal awareness. You start beating yourself, then you don't progress. So personal advice: don't beat yourself. Coach A coaching. Embrace it. Embrace. You've heard it for tonight. As I told you, this is 500 years old of research. Way back, there have been a lot of versions and you can find on it, read on it, and have an open mind, have an open heart, embrace it as you heard it. And I believe if there are areas that you believe you don't like it and you want to improve it, remember it's about yourself. It's hidden to us. It's just you. But the energy that you release, the energy that you give, allow us and cause us to respond in manners that maybe you don't like. Maybe offending you, maybe hurting you. And that is the purpose why self-awareness is important. Because maybe there are times that you are getting responses that that you just so puzzled, when am I getting this? Why am I getting this treatment? Why am I, why are they talking to me like this? Because you are not aware that you are already releasing that hidden self. You wanna keep it? Alright, congratulations. But the energy still goes out. So it's better that you start having an awareness of that hidden self. At the end of the day, whether you're a kitten facing a lion facing a kitten, it doesn't matter as long as you know yourself. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another Coaching for the Soul. See you on Tuesday for